Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. And the Commodores will put total leather to crank us up. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So Vanderbilt's offense will have the first possession of the game. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games, in big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot wait to see this guy compete.
Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Moves around to clear up the vision. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Commodores have moved it inside the 20. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Makes the grab on the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Commodores! They're on the board first here in the season opener. And the PAT makes it 7-0. You want to talk about starting the game and starting the season with a great moment? That's the way to do it.
Starting in style. What did you think about all offseason? Making big plays, scoring touchdowns, winning games? How about that? You want to build a dynasty? Do it week 1. Get that dub. Get in the end zone.
The Hokies offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Back to throw, it's Drones. Scrambling away. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And the Hokies decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the return, it's Brown. Touchdown, Vandy! And the special teams, that's always a momentum builder.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pub up. And this guy got a lot of that pub, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams. You can see the speed. You can see the wheels. And you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can.
Sack all the way back at the 5.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
He'll bring it back. It's Brown. Can they catch it? Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Defense going all in to stop the run. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Vanderbilt! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Hokies send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the move, it's Brown. He's got great speed. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown Doors.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
He'll bring it out. It's Heath. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Hokies line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's going to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Oh, look out! Touchdown, Commodores! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
He'll bring it out. It's Heath. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little front.
Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Commodores have pushed it inside the 20. Johnson looking to throw. The quick out. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. He wants to throw it. Now sliding to his left. Touchdown, Vandy! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Second down coming up. The give from the gun. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Here on third down for this offense. Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're in defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Clemson made it look easy, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Tigers. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, and likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or in a situation where they see something that they'd rather be in, now you can leave, and there is no penalty. So a lot of recruiting, Jesse, on other people's teams that go on throughout a season.
Yeah, it's 365.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, first down.
There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, or proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Line getting set on second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And they'll finally get him down after... pickup. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jennings. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. To the air, it's Drones. Fires to the right. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Trying to get to him. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Hokies will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll bring it back. It's Brown. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Throws to the back. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. Unloads to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He's going to take off. At the 35, he's got room. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Commodores will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Moving away from pressure. Fires downfield. He's got it. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pass. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown Doors!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Drones. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. And the Hokies will hustle to the line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires one high and deep. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
He wants to take the top off. And it falls. But that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. After the misfire now on 2nd down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Commodores! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
And we're about to get another look at this hooky offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
This offense has a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Drones. He looks that one in nicely. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10.